Yeah.
That's what the Lord said, that gather not for yourself treasures on earth with moth and rust is corrupt, but lay up treasures for yourself in heaven. You know, so by you doing these things that you're doing, then the Most High, that's put into your spiritual bank account. You know, and then when the time comes for the Lord to bring His wrath, He may remember mercy in that day. You know. So now go from there to 2nd Ezra, the 4th chapter and the 26th verse. So that's why we're going through what we're going through, and we're conveying the same thing to you brothers out there, so that when these things come upon you, like Peter said, that you don't think it a strange thing concerning the fiery trial that is to try you, as if some strange thing happened. Because it's going to happen. It's in the scriptures. We're telling you, we're living proof. We've gone through it. Some of you brothers have gone through it. You know, so we're teaching you and giving you that. And on the other side, we're teaching you the truth, you know, and getting you prepared for what's coming. Go ahead, brother.
Right, 2nd Ezra chapter 4, verse 26. Then answered he me, and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities.
Right, that's why we have to try to walk the straight and narrow, so to speak. Go ahead.
It says, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Right, the evil is sown, but the destruction is not yet come. That's why it says that the heart of man is setting them to do wickedness, because the Most High doesn't bring judgment right away on you. You know? Go ahead.
That's right. It said, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down.
Right, if that which is sown, because what's sown today? Witchcraft, wickedness, faggotism, lesbianism, you know? You got the horoscopes, you got, you know, the Masons, you know, you got these different religions.
Yep.
You got these pedophiles, you know, these Catholic priests that are popping these little boys. You know, so you got all this demonic stuff out there. So if that's not turned upside down, go ahead.
Right, it says, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good.
Right, because eventually the Most High is going to, first the Lord is revealing it with His mouth, then He's going to destroy it with the brightness of His coming. Then the good is going to come, which is the kingdom. Go ahead.
For the grain of evil seed have been sown in the heart of Adam.
Right, the grain of evil seed has been sown in the mind of Adam. That's why we have it all the way up until this day. And from that point till now, evils have multiplied on the earth, especially when Esau took over. Go ahead.
Right, it says, for the grain of evil seed have been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning, and how much ungodliness have it brought up into this time.
That's right, go ahead.
And how much shall it yet bring forth until the time of threshing come?
Go ahead.
Ponder now by thyself how great fruit of wickedness the grain of evil seed have brought forth. And when the ears shall be cut down, which are without number, how great a floor shall they fill?
Right, because there's going to be a lot of dead bodies in that day. Go ahead.
Then I answered and said, how? And when shall these things come to pass?
Okay, that's it on that.
All
now
right.
go from there to Ephesians 4 and 22, because now that you're coming out of that world, that the tree, because the tree of knowledge of good has been cut off, but now it's opened back up through Yahweh Shai. Now we're coming back, and the Lord is building back the tabernacle of David that is fallen, as in the days of old. So He's building it up. He's bringing His teachers. He's bringing His prophets. He's bringing His apostles. He's bringing His men, His mighty men, and His teachers back to getting things back in order, so to speak. Go ahead.
Ephesians chapter 4 verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man.
Right, that's where you gotta leave that out the door. That's all that shit you used to do in the past. You gotta throw that shit out the door, you know, and become a new man. Go ahead.
Right, it says that you put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
Right, now you're starting to come back to the Lord. Go ahead.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
Right, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. In other words, you put off the old thinking and the old man, and you put on the new man, and you try to do the right thing. I mean, you're gonna go off here and there because we all still go off. That's why we need to be saved and we need to be delivered. But you try to walk that path to the best of your ability. Go ahead.
It says, "And that ye put on the new man, which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness."
Which after the Most High is created in righteousness and true holiness. Now go from there to 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verses 6 and 7. All right, we got a couple more scriptures. You know, we're gonna end the lesson in a couple of minutes. You know, just got a couple more verses here. 1 Corinthians 2, 6 to 7, and a couple more precepts, and then we're gonna close out.
All right, this is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 6. "Howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. But we speak the wisdom of the Most High in a mystery,
Right.
even the hidden wisdom which the Most High ordained before the world unto our glory."
Right, and that's what we're getting now. Now go from there to Hebrews 12 and 23. So we're getting that, we're speaking wisdom among them that are perfect, that are being made perfect. Hebrews 12 and 23.
Right, come. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 23. "To the general assembly and church of the firstborn, which are written in heaven, and to the power, the judge of all, and to the spirits of just men made perfect."
Right, and to the spirits of just men made perfect. Now go back to Ephesians 4 and 10. So the spirits of just men that are being, the men, you brothers that's coming in now, you brothers are some of those just men that are being made perfect. Because you're part of the elect. You're part of the 144,000 and the 1/3. You know, some of you brothers, you know, whatever the Lord gift the Lord gave you, you got to use that gift to the best of your ability. All right, so Ephesians 4 and 10 to 16.
Come. It says, "He that descended is the same also that ascended up far above all heavens, that he might fill all things.
That's talking about Yahushua. Go ahead.
And he gave some apostles, and some prophets, and some evangelists, and some pastors."
Right. So the Lord gave each, you know, he gave the different men, the different teachers, he gave them different gifts. Go ahead.
And there are lots.
And there are lots. That's right.
It says, "And teachers for the perfecting of the saints."
For the perfecting of the saints. So what was it done for? To perfect the saints, so that we can go out here and teach the word, and the Lord can gather his elect and get them ready for what's coming. Go ahead.
"For the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Yahushua."
Yep, go ahead. For the edifying of the body of Yahushua. So these men were set up for what? For the edifying of the body of Yahushua, which is what? Which is the men that the Lord set up from the beginning, that he sealed. Go ahead.
"Till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Yahushua."
Right, so we come to that fullness. That's what we're doing. We're learning, constantly constantly teaching. You brothers out there constantly learning, constantly teaching. You know, getting into it, you know, breaking down scriptures, getting, you know, making shows, you know, doing all types of lessons, going out on the streets, cursing this devil out, cursing these false prophets out, for the perfecting of the saints. Go ahead.
"That we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro."
Right, because you got certain guys that listen to these people, they listen to this group, they listen to that group, they listen to us, and then they get confused and they bug out.
Yeah, and they come back to us all scrambled up and everything.
Right.
You know, and after we done warned them about that, right?
Yeah.
Then they get all their mind all messed up.
Yep.
Then they start, you know, like the scriptures say, they start throwing up the knowledge that they have learned.
Hey, well, you know what? A perfect example of that is Batak. The reason why we're using him as an example is because you brothers out there in YouTube world, so to speak, you know who he is.
Yeah,
see, we have many other examples, but some of them guys you brothers might not know.
Right.
So to give you an example that you understand, him, Batak, you know, he was running top speed, you know, getting down on brothers, making them do push-ups that they got questions wrong. And what happened? He was running so fast that he just threw up.
Yep.
You know? You don't want that. You know, so right now the men that's out here teaching, they're teaching for the perfecting of the saints. Go ahead, brother.
Right. It says that we henceforth be no more children tossed to and fro and carried about with every wind of doctrine by the sleight of men and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie and wait to deceive.
Right. Then you got these false prophets out here that lie and wait to deceive, like Gehenna, Zabak, Bubble-eyed Blackfish, Nate, Satan. And we don't bite our tongue. When we talk about somebody, we telling you who we talk about.
Right.
We name names.
And,
like Yahushua
right.
and the disciples and the prophets.
That's right.
You had something to say, bro?
Yeah, no, like I mentioned in the other shows, the only difference is, because you niggas, before any of these so-called issues against this camp and that camp,
right,
you niggas was always talking shit about us.
Yep.
Okay, this video, I watch it, and then you like, oh shit. You know, like, man, he talking about us. You know, they had the thing about the Cornelius, they used to make jokes about it or whatever amongst themselves. But right. The only thing that's different, we ain't like you bitches, man. We got something against you, we call you niggas names out, man.
That's right, that's right.
All right, we don't sit there and play that subliminal game and talk, because you guys were talking about us already, which we don't care, man. All right, but basically, like we said in the other show, you're not coming against us, you coming up against the right. Lord, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Hey, he that despises not men, but Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Who have sent us, man.
That's right, that's right.
All right, regardless of what you say, how many videos you try to put up, all right, and at the end of the day, y'all faggots know what time it is, man.
That's right.
You know the Most High ain't dealing with you. You just got them well, to all call them zombies, them little brainless little idiots that follow you. They don't know. But the ones that been around, such as Gehenna, Nathaniel 7, yep. Zabak, Bubble-eyed Blackfish, the Discomforter, they know the deal, man. They know how things were back in the days, man.
That's right.
All right, and we're the only group, and that's why the Elder Tar says that GMS got the truth.
All right,
100% truth. And any other brother that's teaching what we teaching, then they got the truth.
That's right.
All right, 100% truth. Yep. But we're teaching the same exact doctrine that was taught back then. But the Lord expounded and revealed even more things to us throughout the years, man.
Yeah. And you guys are basically, you're emasculated.
Yeah.
You know, you become like women.
Yep.
All right, let's go from there to Ezekiel 38, 36, and 8.
All right.
You know, and like I said, we got one scripture after that, and then, finish up in Ezekiel 36, and we're going to close the lesson.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 8.
Yep.
But ye, O mountains of Israel, you shall shoot forth your branches, and yield your fruit to my people of Israel, for they are at hand to come.
Right, so that's why we out here teaching and giving the fruit to the Israelites out there that are part of the elect. All right, so you had the example of the fruit in the heavens, which is a tree of knowledge of good, and now you have the example on the earth, which is the prophets teaching the fruits or the tree of knowledge of good again to you brothers out there, the ones that are part of the elect. Go ahead. Oh, matter of fact, I'm sorry. Go to Jeremiah 3:15,
okay,
and then we're gonna go back to Ezekiel 36. All right, and then we're gonna close out on that. So Jeremiah 3 and 15. So you brothers can get a better understanding of what the tree of knowledge of good and evil is, and what the tree of knowledge of good is. All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Right, and you see the pastors GMS are the pastors that's feeding you with knowledge and understanding. Now you do have, you may have a handful of other brothers out there that don't follow GMS, that are not members of GMS, that are teaching the truth. You know, and if that's the case, we can't knock them brothers.
Right.
You know, because just because you don't call yourself GMS don't mean you're not teaching the truth. But you have to be teaching the truth the way we're teaching it.
Right.
You know, the breakdowns that we're breaking down. You know, and you do have brothers out there that do that. You know, they'll say, look, I'm not affiliated with GMS, but blah, blah, you know?
Right, and because the thing is, I'm going to quote what this brother once said. He told this guy, said, look, if you're part of the elect,
right,
we don't have no problem with you.
That's right.
All right, if you're part of the elect. If you're not part of the elect,
that's
then
right,
basically fuck you.
Basically.
Now, if there's any elect scattered amongst Gehenna,
right,
Nate, Satan, Zabak, if there's any guys that are, guess what?
The Lord's going to pluck them out.
Most High's going to deliver them from you niggas,
yeah,
and they're going to be with us anyway, man. All right?
That's right.
Because we don't got no problem with the elect. It's just you wicked ass niggas that are sitting there teaching lies and heresies, all right, and that's sold out. All right? And the Most High, and further than us, the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, got a problem with you, General Gehenna, Nathaniel 7, Bubble Eye Blackfish,
Comfy,
Zabat, Nate Satan, and the rest of you guys who go off and teach a different doctrine other than what's in the scriptures, man.
Yep.
All right. And matter of fact, speaking of the discomforter, where the fuck is he at, man? All right. Which that's the Most High, or Yahweh Shem Yahushai, basically don't put him down, man. And that's gonna happen to the rest of you guys, man. All right. It's all a matter of time, man.
All right, let's go back to Ezekiel 36 and 9 to 12, and then we're going to end the lesson on that.
Okay. Ezekiel chapter 36, verse 9. For behold, I am for you, and I will turn unto you, and ye shall be tilled and sown, and I will multiply men upon you, all the house of Israel, even all of it.
Right, so that's the men of the Lord coming back. Go ahead.
And the city shall be inhabited, and the waste shall be builded. And I will multiply upon you man and beast.
Right, it's talking about all the tabernacle of David coming back. Go ahead.
And they shall increase and bring fruit. And I will settle you after your old estates.
And I will settle you after your old estates. That's why it says in the book of Amos that the Lord shall build up the ruins of David as in the days of old. And it says in Haggai that the end of the house is going to be greater than the beginning.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, settle. Oh no, and will do better unto you than at your beginnings.
And do better to you than at your beginnings. Go ahead. See, this is all the plans of the Most High to do all these things, so He can set everything back up into its proper order. Go ahead.
And ye shall know that I am the Lord. Yea, I will cause men to...
Right, because you're not going to be giving honor and homage to the name Yahweh,
right,
or the name Yeshua, or the name Jehovah, or the name
Allah,
Yahushua, or
yep,
Allah, or none of them other false names that they call the Most High.
Yeah.
You're going to give honor, and you're going to know that it's Yahweh. You people out there, you're going to know that the Most High's name is Yahweh, and that His Son's name is Yahushua.
Yep.
You're going to bow to those names. You know, all these false... The Lord said that even these false gods are going to bow to Him when He comes back. Go ahead, brother. Like He made the statue of Dagon fall before the Ark of the Covenant and break up in pieces. Go ahead, brother.
Right. It says, yea, I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people Israel, and they shall possess thee, and thou shalt be their inheritance. It says, and thou shalt no more henceforth bereave them of men. Thus saith the Lord power, because they say unto you, thou land devourest up men, and has bereaved thy nations.
Right, that's good. All right, so pretty much that's talking about the Israelites coming back, the elect first and foremost, going back into the kingdoms, being settled back into our land. So that's the tree of knowledge of good that the Lord is bringing forth now. So now you brothers know what the tree of knowledge of good and evil is, which is the left-hand side, you know, which is the so-called zodiac and the prognostications and all that. You know, which we didn't have a chance to go into Isaiah 47, but you brothers can read Isaiah the 47th chapter, where it speaks about them being worried in the multitude of their counsels.
Right.
Because right now they're trying to fight their hardest to try to save their kingdom, but it's not going to happen. They can pray to Satan, they can pray to these demons, Baphomet, and all these different spirits and evil spirits, but they're not going to hold their kingdom up. Because the Most High gave them a time to rule, and now it's time for them to go down. And it's time for our people to come up now, the Israelites, you know, to be raised back up into power, and to set righteousness back in the earth, and to put down the wickedness, and to set everything back in a proper order. All right? So with that, you know, we hope that you brothers learned something, and Lord's will, we catch you on the next round.
That's right.
Shalom.
Shalom.